seeing my dad in hospital for the first time was a real shock. Walking up to the bed where he was, it wasn't my dad that was in the bed, it was a little old man. The transformation was just kind of unbearable almost. I felt like I could just walk up to him and pick him up. He looked like he weighed nothing. And he was a little bit out of it. I think he nodded or smiled. He acknowledged that I'd arrived, that I was there, but he didn't really say anything. And his eyes were quite glazed. And it was really a real kind of slap in the face moment. We all know that our parents aren't invincible. But at that moment, there was a real shift in kind of roles. My dad wasn't capable or responsible for... He wasn't capable of looking after himself anymore. He wasn't the provider. He wasn't the caregiver. That had completely been taken away from him. And in terms of our relationship, it was kind of, well, what does that mean? He can't be my dad anymore. What does that mean? So that was really quite hard.
That was it basically, and it was about 3 or 4 weeks later I started to come round, and my slur had developed it into what is diagnosed now as foreign accent syndrome, which is something you just don't know about. No one, I never heard of foreign accent syndrome. It was something completely alien to me. It was very difficult to understand this, and I just couldn't remember what was occurring. Little bits and pieces would come out of the blue, and I remember that, and I would forget this, and my wife was briefing me on everything that had happened.